part of the country, the iconic arch, gateway to the West, on the banks of the Mississippi in St. Louis, as we welcome you to the Midwest Regional Final this afternoon. The Volunteers of Tennessee against the Spartans of Michigan State. Into the Elite Eight, 2 spots in the Final Four have been determined. Butler outlasted Kansas State, and last night West Virginia knocked off a cold shooting Kentucky team. They've earned their berths in Indianapolis. One of these teams will be there as well, and then Duke and Baylor will fight it out for the last spot a little later on. There's the Tennessee Volunteers, winners of 3 in a row. They knocked off San Diego State, Ohio, and then Ohio State in order to get here under Bruce Pearl. And it is their first trip ever to the Elite Eight. Good afternoon, everybody. Vern Lundquist along with Bill Raftery. We welcome you to St. Louis. And what a contrast in the experience these two teams have had at this spot. Michigan State back here for the 7th time in 12 years. Tennessee has never been here. Does that play a factor at all?
Tom Izzo understands it, I think. And, of course, Bruce Pearl has never been here. But I think it's all about the team, the circumstances, the chemistry, and right now making big plays late.
Well, let's talk about this Michigan State team again here in the face of some serious injuries, the most serious of which was an Achilles heel injury that cost them Kalen Lucas for the remainder of the season. The other 3 will play, and Corey Lucius has stepped up, Bill, to be a hero the last 2 games.
He has stepped up against Maryland, just understands time and situation, great confidence, able to drill it. You got to keep him out of the middle. One bounce, nylon, and of course, his go-to move right here against Northern Iowa. Said he's been practicing that all his life and does it beautifully.
Tennessee had adversity of its own. We'll develop that as we go on throughout the afternoon, but they've been on a roll now, and it's been fueled by the play of Wayne Chisholm and his roommate, J.P. Prince.
Chisholm's been a load. He can step outside, of course, underneath. He's dynamic, passes very well, but it's all about J.P. Prince, his understanding. He understands what to do at particular parts of the game. He's a wonderful passer. He's got the long arms to defend. He can finish around the rim, a little send it in, I might add, but look at the hands here, stripping people, but loves to make the big play. And on the defensive end, Evan Turner thinks he's got one. Wow, stepping up with that big paw. We salute you too, to his court.
Prince and the Vols, Lucius and the Spartans. A spot in the Final Four to one of these teams.
CBS Sports exclusive college basketball coverage is sponsored by Southwest Airlines, Miller Lite, Lowe's, and by AT&T.
Consumers Digest Best Buy and a powertrain backed for 100,000 miles because we always have each other's backs. Silverado, the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road.
Now during Truck Month, qualified buyers can get 0% APR for 60 months on 2010 Silverado half-ton models. It's Truck Month. See your local Chevy dealer.
Is it the end of TV as you know it? Introducing the LG Infinia series, resetting the standards of design and entertainment with 3D technology, taking TV to a new dimension. So, is it a TV or something better?
Save $523. 16 minutes could save you 16%. Come on. Isn't it time an auto insurer gave it to you straight? That's why you should talk to State Farm. But not yet. First, talk to any one of the 40 million drivers who already have State Farm. 40 million. Yeah, that's more than Geico and Progressive combined. By a lot. 40 million drivers, more savings, and discounts up to 40%. Where else are you going to get discounts like that?
Call an agent at 1-800-STATE-FARM or go online.
Let me get this straight. $25 for your first bag?
Up to $35 for the second bag.
That'll add up to...
Up to round trip. Oh, there.
That's just not right.
Not my money.
For $120, they have a packet for you.
To lift the trophy and call yourself champion is the dream of every college student athlete.
And Georgia Southern has won the national championship.
Don't miss any of the action at NCAA.com. Your home for all 88 NCAA championships, including over 300 live webcasts, highlights, scores, stats, and more. NCAA.com, where champions live.
Tennessee Volunteers got here by defeating San Diego State, Ohio, and Ohio State, and Michigan State knocked off New Mexico State, Maryland, and Northern Iowa. Now, one will advance to Indy. Back with the tip right after this.
Save $523. 16 minutes could save you 16%. Come on. Isn't it time an auto insurer gave it to you straight? That's why you should talk to State Farm. But not yet. First, talk to any one of the 40 million drivers who already have State Farm. 40 million. Yeah, that's more than Geico and Progressive combined. By a lot. 40 million drivers, more savings, and discounts up to 40%. Where else are you going to get discounts like that?
Call an agent at 1-800-STATE-FARM or go online.
If it was up to me, investment firms wouldn't even dream of overcharging people. In fact, they'd spend all their time dreaming up ways to give us more for our money. I guess I'd just like to see a little more give and a little less take, you know? If it was up to me, they'd spend a lot more time worrying about my bottom line.
At Charles Schwab, investors rule. Are you ready to rule?
There are engines, and then there's the twin turbocharging, 365 horsepower generating EcoBoost engine in the Taurus Show from Ford that has the thirst of a V6 with the thrust of a V8. The most innovative full-size sedan in America, the Taurus Show from Ford. Drive one.
What starts out as an innocent family dinner can sometimes get out of hand in a hurry. Unless, of course, you've got AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network, which means you can surf the web and download videos in a snap. There you go, Dad. Thanks. This is good.
AT&T, a better 3G experience. Get 50% off all messaging phones after mail-in rebate like the Pantech Reveal, only from AT&T.
The celebration at 18, where dreams come true. A tradition unlike any other, the Masters on CBS.
We expect a crowd in close to 30,000 by the time this was over. Tennessee and Michigan State meeting for the first time since 1994 with much more at stake in this one. Bruce Pearl in his 5th season as the head coach of the Volunteers. And let's introduce you to his starting 5. Bobby Mays, Scotty Hobson, and J.P. Prince. Dwayne Chisholm, Brian Williams, both off good games against Ohio State. And for the Spartans, Corey Lucius, hero of the last 2 wins, Darrell Summers, who's been hot in the tournament, Raymar Morgan, the senior, Derek Nix, and Delvon Rowe, who's been battling a persistent knee problem. Tom Izzo, 15th season. Look at the bottom line, 5-1 in regional finals. The officiating crew, John Cowell, Pat Driscoll, and Michael Stevens. Today's game is brought to you in HD TV by LG. Life's good.
And right now, the big concern for Tom Izzo is to handle the driving ability of Tennessee because it helps them offensive rebound. He doesn't want his guys to dribble too much, pass it, and they want to establish low. And conversely, Bruce Pearl used the size on the wing to deter those pin downs and jump shots and keep the ball out of the middle. And they want to use the big fellas as well.
There's one of the bigs for Tennessee, Brian Williams. He's had an outstanding NCAA tournament. Wayne Chisholm as well. Be a key factor for the Volunteers today.
Watch the headband if it comes off.
Yeah, that's right.
He's a terror.
He tossed it aside the other night, and the intensity went up about 3 notches.
Let's see what they got. And Michael Stevens right on top of it.
So Chisholm will inbound. Bobby Mays, number 3. Chisholm, number 4. Hobson, 32. And you've got Brian Williams, 33. And J.P. Prince, who had a splendid game against Ohio State.
And very likewise. Michigan State, go! Get him in! And Chisholm does drag people away from the inside. See if Williams can do some damage low.
And Chisholm, the career leader among big men in 3-point field goals made at Tennessee. Here's Hobson. Big key, you think, for them?
I think so, too. If he rings the bell, they got a new dimension out there. A little inconsistent.
Mays for 3. Tennessee's on the board first.
See if they do get it in. That's what they're trying to do. Nixon Rowe combo. Nice denial by Prince. Sold out, though.
Raymar Morgan too strong. Rebound. And the putback is good.
A little pumped up on the jumper, but that's sort of the background of Michigan State. Attack the glass consistently during Tom Izzo's career. They have outdistanced the opponent in that area.
That was Darrell Summers with the score. 26. 2 games ago, he had 19 in the win over Ohio State.
You got to stay up on Chisholm with a hand. As you noted, his ability deep sets him up. They can't leave him.
Well, they backed away from him. Yeah, not at all. Raymar Morgan drifted, turned his back on it.
And Tom Izzo put the arms out, saying, what are you doing? We've been talking about that for 2 days.
Oh, you do not want to start the game that way. Chisholm has now made 129 threes in his Volunteer career. Summers.
Now Morgan's got to go to work now. And a real nice non-call, too.
They're going to get the foul on Brian Williams on the second effort.
Well, all you hear coaches talking about challenging shots, you know, just get a hand up and play the guy. A little lack of communication here. Who's got who? Alphonse and Gaston, and all of a sudden, nylon by the big fella. Number 4, Wayne Chisholm.
At the line, Raymar Morgan. One of 2 seniors on this team. The other doesn't play much. Isaiah Dahlman, but co-equal as captains of this Michigan State Spartan team. Preseason picks, number 2 in the country. So a lot was thought of them back when the season began in November. But they've had some issues. They've had some problems.
Well, they sure get healthy and one of them, but also something they never really knitted as a group. They hit along, but he felt at halftime in the Maryland game, they were talking about all of a sudden the emotions and the chemistry developed a little different attitude.
Mays, beauty.
Nice spin. Lucius has to contain.
Bobby Mays, one of the Volunteer seniors. Big hero in their win over Kansas when Kansas was number 1 earlier. Here's Morgan. Easy jump shot.
And nice deployment, too. Nobody on the baseline. Lifted everybody. Ball screen to the empty side. Solid.
Chisholm, he'll take another 3.
He's out of the game. He's loose.
Now it's Delvon Rowe who backed away. 2 for 2 for Wayne Chisholm.
Let him put it on the deck. I don't think he can blow by you. Look at this extension. And one thing Tom is concerned about, how they get out and deny, and they get runouts out of deflections.
Mays on Lucius, screen from Nix. Now the switch. Nice slide.
Nice extra.
Yeah, that was terrific.
Oh!
And the follow wasn't bad either.
Nah, I like it. It was off. And they're scoring the goal. What a gather. That's called nixing it. Nixing it up.
He started now for 11 of the last 13, but the other night got in early trouble. He played only 3 minutes. He went to the bench and never found a way out of it.
One of the best six men in the country when you think of it. Draymond Green about to come in. It's not a bad replacement. They play a little smaller, though.
Scotty Hobson. And Tom Izzo is looking at Lucius and Summers. And not just looking, yelling.
Numbers right there.
Lucius, Chisholm's back. Pretty nice decision. Back up in the corner. There you are.
Well, Summers, it's a different kind of a game for you older folks watching. They drift to the three, and boy, he can knock them down.
Summers, as we said, has really elevated his game in the tournament. He was actually benched in second halves twice. Here's Hobson. Well, what a start.
You think these kids are ready? It's meaningful enough. They're just stepping up emotionally. There's a down and through series. It runs so nice pop to the lane.
Delvon Rowe, pump fake. Now Summers spots up. Another one.
And just enough of that ball by Rowe. Falling, tipping, and of course that shakes the D, and then the counter drill.
Izzo still coaching hard, and he's yelling at Lucius. Summers is 3 for 3. Tennessee 4 for 4 from three-point land.
Nice play. Oh, what a setup. The big took two to the basket. Boy, are they alert and pump. Almost where you've got to slow down and get a little emotional control, I think, both teams.
Here's Summers into the corner. Delvon Rowe. Prince does not come on the double. And Chisholm goes from behind.
Yeah, Chisholm, just keep him between you and the hoop. So tempting to slack away at the ball. Those step shot. A little too much. One of the few mistakes we've seen earlier. They've been playing well out of the gate. They all want to go to Indy. Woo! Knicks in the mix. Under the rim, and just that little attention by the center. Tall as a prince.
GMC's Truck Month is here. Make each day count. With a truck that offers you over 400 horsepower, almost 1,900 pounds of payload, and up to 10,700 pounds of towing. Get 0% APR for 60 months on Sierra Half-Ton, rated a Consumer's Digest Best Buy. If you've got work to do, Truck Month couldn't have come at a better time.
What taste gets athletes this excited? Frosted Flakes. Crunchy flakes perfectly coated with sweet frosting makes them a great tasting part of a nutritious breakfast. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes are more than good.
It's 2010. What happened to cloning ourselves? I mean, if we at Coke Zero can copy real Coke taste with 0 calories, why can't you have more you?
I have the foundation that I need. I mean, they had the bad one that made my skin break out, but I am not buying that.
Oh. We don't know how it would work. But we do know things can be cloned. I'm looking at you, scientists.
Da, 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 da.
Keep my bag, not my money. Want an airline you can count on? And grab your bag, it's on.
He's a billionaire Russian playboy, known for his bevy of party girls. So why would he buy the worst team in the NBA? 60 Minutes, tonight.
Let's go! We got cold blue here, cold blue!
Fast break, Miami Medical style.
Just another day at the office.
Premieres Friday, only CBS.
Masters Live streams exclusive video of Amen Corner Live. 15 and 16 live featured Group Live and Masters Extra at cbssports.com/masterslive and masters.com. Well, so far this does not remind me of West Virginia, Kentucky.
Well, you know, both coaches, when you talk to them, all they talk about is defense. What happened? Able to convert as easily as possible. Pearl in the game, too.
And that for Tennessee, Goins is also in. They both went to their bench. Cameron Tatum is in. And for Michigan State, Mike Keebler, walk-on.
Good hands. Goins.
Summers. That's Garrett Sherman. Well, we talked about the exemplary nature of the play, and all of a sudden, what happened?
Are you mad at the coaches for subbing? Is that what it is?
Well, we had a pretty good rhythm going there, right?
So it's a long run, though. Well, can't leave it all early.
Keebler is a walk-on. He would normally not be on the floor in a game of this nature, but that's where Caitlin Lucas's Achilles injury plays into play. And Lucius with some mistakes defensively, and Tom Izzo just adroitly maneuvered Pat Driscoll out of his way.
And right now, this Keebler can really guard because he guards Caitlin Lucas every day. You better be good. Not too bad. No. Sherman with the sealing of the deal.
And a chance for Michigan State to go up. Here's Keebler.
I think that was smart not to jack that one up. Move it over with Tom. And great the way Green can bring the ball up. There's that backdoor. Send it in. Wow. 1-4. They set you up. Tom was concerned about the defense denial. The pressure release was beautiful. Hit the pinch post. Step and go.
First lead, Michigan State. Summers has 10. Talked recently about a 2-hour sit-down he had with his head coach, Tom Izzo, and kind of learned how to rubber hit the road.
A nice job by Green helping out on the post. Good coordination.
Here's Chris Allen, number 3. Sore arch, but it doesn't seem to have handicapped him a lot. Summers has been torrid.
Right now, the defense should back up now because a little bit because of that backdoor play. A little softer, should be able to run their pin downs. And here's one.
Allen finds Draymond Green.
Tough. And one. Wow, a little kiss by the big fella. He lost the weight and got the speed. Best 6 man in the Big Ten, and right here the ability to use the glass, but the pressure release just gorgeous. You're going to see right in here the little fake like you want it, and then a little earlier go, and then when you can elevate and finish strong, it's impressive.
Bill just mentioned 6th man of the year in the Big Ten. Began his collegiate career. He signed with Kentucky and Tubby Smith, in part because not a lot of interest from Michigan State at that time. He's from Saginaw. And then when Tubby Smith took the job at Minnesota, Tom Izzo and his staff thought, you know what? And look how it's turned out.
Well, they got a guy who's a little tubby to come here at Michigan State. Was Tubby that name given by his parents because they had all those children sticking them in the tub at one time? Great year for them as well.
7 unanswered by Michigan State. Matter of fact, that Minnesota team beat this Michigan State team in the Big Ten tournament.
Thornton just couldn't get the feet, get the puppies down on that baseline.
Austin Thornton, number 13, another sub off the bench.
And Vern, I know he's one of your favorite on the bench. Travis Walton is showing him how to guard, which he could do. Back helping out, getting his degree.
Travis Walton, who was last year's Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year as a senior for Michigan State. And serving as a student assistant now as he goes after the final 9 hours that he needs.
And he brings a lot of juice to the program, too. Good slip by Williams. They're not taking advantage of him inside, settling deep, and why not Goins? They have it. Goins outside.
Melvin Goins, a junior.
Nice defense. Look at this
Almost
kid.
got it. He tried to swim for it.
And he's looking at Williams like, come on and help me.
Yeah.
It'll take a half hour for Brian to get out there.
Here's Draymond Green. There you go. That's what I do, Melvin.
Yeah, that's your game.
Cameron Tatum. Goins. Guarded by Lucius. Pearl, not an offensive threat.
He'll drive.
This guy is.
Oh, he got it. How soft was that? Big baby. Woo. With the soft delivery.
Josh Bone is also on the floor for Tennessee.
Bruce has really done a great job during the course of this year. New faces in new positions, different coaching philosophy, not pressing as much. And Pearl almost a giveaway in there against Morgan.
Yeah. Kick out. Allen couldn't control it. Green, nice, a little too strong. Spin move. Pearl.
And Tatum there, too. They didn't give it to either one.
Foul was called on Cameron Tatum. How about the alley-oop? J.P. Prince at the other end. Darrell Summers.
Let's register for this. Oh, and that has hearts on it.
It's different than the other thing?
We're finally getting married.
I know.
Pick out something that's more your taste. I'll be right back. Duvet.
My taste.
Do you love the taste of your beer this much? Well, you could. Grab a triple hops brewed Miller Lite with that great Pilsner taste. Taste greatness.
Wow, how did that happen? I'm a shrimp blogger. I've traveled the globe to find the perfect prawn. So when I found out Taco Bell had Pacific shrimp tacos with 6 succulent marinated shrimp, I had to try one immediately. The new Pacific shrimp taco, only at Taco Bell.
It's time for...
Welcome back. These 3 television providers claim to have the most HD channels. Judges, who will you believe?
Pass. We have the most HD channels. If you count our part-time HD channels. We have over 130 channels, all HD, all the time. All the time. All the time.
Judges?
If this were to tell a lie, I'd be crushing you.
Now that you've got the truth, get DirecTV. Stay tuned.
Hey, ooh, what's happened to your arm there? Is that bionic, is it?
It's a system we developed with HP to get packages on the trucks faster.
Very futuristic.
No labels. Prints right on the box. Saves a couple million pounds of paper a year.
Be quicker having one on each arm, wouldn't it?
I think it would get confusing.
Right, yeah. I suppose you get the full business process optimization from that.
Yeah.
Can you get them for your legs?
No.
No. Right.
Innovate your business at HP.com.
What drives us to engineer the world's first hybrid sedan powered by a compact lithium-ion battery? What drives us to create a hydrogen electric car that emits only water? And to build a vehicle that earned the World Green Car Award? And to engineer Blue Tech, clean diesel technology? What drives us is the desire to create not only the best cars in the world, but for it. Announcing the S400 Hybrid, a cleaner, safer future is what drives us.
Brilliant start by both teams, 21 all with 11-13 to go. Look at the relative inexperience at this level, Bill. No Final Fours for Tennessee, 7 for Michigan State, 2 national titles. One, of course, in 1979. Maybe the most famous championship game ever, as Michigan State with Magic Johnson defeated Larry Bird in Indiana State. And then Tom Izzo's team won it all in 2000.
7 Elite Eights in the last 12 years. He gets it done. And Bruce, this year, I'm so impressed with the job he's done as well, Vern, getting this team to become a better basketball team. And we've seen them improve during the tournament.
Yes. Chris Allen, 1 of 2. And now Michigan State, what we've got, 11-13 to go in the first half. They have equaled the number of points they scored against Northern Iowa in the first half 2 nights ago.
Ben Jacobs, the guys really shut you down, too. You got to think on every trip. Good containment and challenge.
Tatum.
Yeah, if it goes, it goes. A little better offense there. A little step back, too. I'd say these guys, they get a good night's sleep, these 2 teams. They are on top of it.
Nice switch. Stephen Pearl, Delvon Rowe. That help rotation came from Williams. And there's good hustle by Pearl. Williams with the help defense. Here's Goins at the other end. Wow. That's the first three they've missed.
And I don't know if they got nicks on this one. Brian Williams got squeezed a little bit. That one was a little premature.
Summers picks up the foul. The winner of this one goes into the Final Four in Indianapolis. Tom Izzo's team was there a year ago, lost in the championship game. So Prince is back. Gaze is back. Cameron Tatum and Kenny Hall is off the bench now, number 20 for the Volunteers.
And the Pearl watch is on. He's very happy with his son's play early on. Father-son relationship is terrific, and that's challenged. But got a piece here, Morgan.
Oh, I thought he had a clean ball. Tonight on The Amazing Race, teams plunge into an exotic getaway, but there could be trouble in paradise. New episode of The Amazing Race tonight only on CBS. At the line, Cameron Tatum, who was driving a car on January 1st containing 3 of his teammates. They were pulled over for speeding. And in the car, in addition to the 4 players, were found an open liquor bottle, a bag of pot, and 2 guns. And as a result of that incident on New Year's Day, Tatum suspended for 4 games. Melvin Goins suspended for 4. Byron Williams suspended for 9. And most significantly, then the best player on the team, Tyler Smith, a senior, was dismissed by Bruce Pearl. He's playing pro ball now in Turkey. And apparently they've kept conversations going between Pearl and himself. And according to Bruce, Tyler Smith understood it had to be done.
Bruce doesn't give up on a kid. And what, more importantly, this team has then bonded together and just incredibly performed so well at this extraordinary level. Just solid. Credit to the coaches, too, for having them stick together.
10-1 run for Tennessee. Here's Lucius. Guarded by Gaze.
This is the set that's tough. They run a pin down and slip. Big guy screen and then get to the rim.
There's Kenny Hall out defensively. There's a mismatch. Lucius in and out. Tipped. No, there's Prince again.
Always in the right spot.
Talk to Evan Turner about that block.
Boy, you wake up with a nightmare with that left arm.
What a block by J.P. Prince.
They are playing great defense. Even Lucius' deep 3 was challenged. There's the high-low. And Prince again with the deflection. A run out.
No, not far enough. Lucius got back. 9:25 to go. Summers. Mays. Hall, but there's Cameron Tatum. 3-on-2. A little out of control, but he draws the foul on Darrell Summers.
I think you've got it, Vern, on that wing. Boy, they are coordinated defensively. Everybody in the right spot. Real good understanding of what to do.
Here's the block we talked about. Evan Turner to tie the game. I never thought there was a question. It's a clean block.
And what he did beautifully, he ran by. It continues. He understands how to fill up the scorebook. He just does anything to help his team win. Magnificent on the defensive end. Terrific length. Forces deeper catches than you'd like.
Tom Izzo going to his bench, and Chris Allen will come on for Darrell Summers. He picked up his 2nd foul. And just to complete that story, twice earlier this year, Tom Izzo put him down on the bench for defensive purposes. He wasn't playing as emotionally, as aggressively. And then they had that 2-hour conversation about 3-4 weeks ago. And he's played with great intensity since.
Tom is amazing March and April.
Well, I love what he said to you after the game the other night. They come from 7 down at the half. They go 7 up and beat Northern Iowa, a wonderfully gifted Northern Iowa team. And you said, what is this all about? He said, I just love March.
And why not? It's not St. Patrick's Day he likes either.
Allen kick. And a foul. So he will shoot 3.
Tennessee doing a great job defensively.
Here's why Tom loves March.
And why not?
Look at the bottom line, Bill.
Amazing. That's a lot of preparation. And I'm impressed with both of these guys and what they do and what they get their teams to do with the quick turnover in one day. That football mentality that brings
Well, we visited with Bruce Pearl and his staff in what they call the war room. And it goes 24 hours a day in the tournament. This was yesterday morning, and they had video machines everywhere.
Well, most programs have that war room. And, of course, when I was coaching, we weren't permitted to rent an extra room. It's probably saved the kids a lot of problems.
I don't even want to know what your per diem was.
It exceeds your first order, I assure you.
One more.
Boy, what a high-level performance early.
Yeah. This has been scintillating. Total of 6 turnovers, 3 by either team. Only 8 fouls so far, 4 by either team. It's been played at a high level.
Bruce wants it quicker pace. Don't let the defense settle in. Michigan State gets tougher late in the sequence. Might be a chance for Chisholm to do some damage inside. He's got Green. There's the duck in.
Oh, he wanted it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's the taking advantage. He's got 3 or 4 inches. Who made the delivery? Prince. Great find.
Yeah. They're roommates, and Chisholm had such a huge game the other night offensively. At 22 points, 11 rebounds. Morgan, no. And Hobson with a rebound.
Prince always leaks out. They didn't see him. He gets layups because of that.
Bobby Mays rejected by Delvon Rowe. Austin Thornton's going to come off the Spartan bench.
And now the switch occurs. Rowe gets on Chisholm because of that problem on the last trip. And Morgan moves over for Hall. They usually get Chisholm the ball on that out of bounds when he takes a nice slip.
Kenny Hall short.
I'd like to see one of those headbands, by the way.
You'd like to see me?
Yeah, very attractive.
I'm surprised you didn't wear those dazzling orange goggles that guy gave you the other night.
Yeah, they were handing out at dinner. Hit the color of my eyes anyhow.
Hobson kind of waffled on that one, and Lucius stepped in front.
Well, Michigan State runs so many, here's the shuffle, because they run so many things, you really have to rely on your principles defensively. Almost a Mays.
Mays almost got it, didn't he? Yes.
Great anticipation.
Thornton. Yes.
He can bite you. He can make the long 2 and occasionally the 3.
That was for 2. Hall and Thornton wrapping elbows, and they're going to get Thornton with the call. 7 minutes, 2 seconds to go in a well-played first half.
When you buy a car, what are you really buying? A shiny coat of paint? A list of features? What about the strength of the steel, the integrity of its design, or how it responds in extreme situations? The deeper you look, the more you see the real differences, and the more you understand what it means to own a Mercedes-Benz. The C-Class. See your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer for exceptional offers through Mercedes-Benz Financial.
Round the back, off the roof, swish.
Great.
Hey, Bill. Hey. Just getting into the zone for NCAA March Madness.
I'm in.
Right, I'll book us some rooms.
Want to call me back?
Nah, can do it right here from the phone.
AT&T's 3G network lets you talk and surf the web at the same time.
I'll see you in Indy.
See ya.
Okay, where were we?
Can your network do that?
So what, I guess that gives me an H? I'm gonna need to stretch, I think.
AT&T, a better 3G experience.
Now buy one Motorola backflip after mail-in rebate and get one free after mail-in rebate. Offer ends March 31st.
I drove my first car from my parents' home in the north of England to my new job at the refinery in the south. I'll never forget. It used 1 tank of petrol, and I had to refill it twice with oil. A new car today has 95% lower emissions than in 1970. ExxonMobil is working to improve cars. Liners of tires, plastics which are lighter, and advanced hydrogen technologies that could increase fuel efficiency by up to 80%.
Make NCAA March
March Madness better. With Papa John's $10 buzzer beater. All large pizzas just $10. Your choice of toppings. Your choice of pizzas. Even specialties just $10. Plus, get a free Coke Zero when you buy 2 20-ounce Cokes online at papajohns.com. Get Papa John's $10 buzzer beater before time runs out.
What?
Giant peanut with sea salt.
Dude, you're freaking me out.
Now, try Planters almonds with sea salt and olive oil.
Enterprise, hi. I'm at the repair shop. I need to rent a car.
Enterprise will arrange to pick you up,
This is great.
drive you to our place, and get you on your way. Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
Might have been some doubt about Michigan State's last basket. It was a 2, not a 3, so the correct score 30-26, 3-point field goals, and the absence of turnovers. This has been such an excellently played game that it really enhances the enjoyment of watching it.
But we always say we're blessed to be doing this tournament, and this is sort of the proof in the pudding, so to speak. High level of play, great decisions, terrific defense, a lot of energy, challenging shots, and rotating a lot of people in, so they're going to be fresh in the second half.
And a 4-point game with 7:02 to go. Here's Prince, double team comes, and they got it. Got the break. Lucius from behind. Count the basket. Don't know about the foul.
That was just great preparation defensively. You play Prince, you want to take away his left hand. That's exactly, they sit on it because he's going to come back over that right shoulder. Corey Lucius, good, strong effort. Very aggressive attack at the rim. I think Tatum at the end of this, but into the front row, it's a tough way to get your picture snapped.
Yeah, and when I say I'd question the foul, it was the effort. I'm not sure why he thought he had a chance of blocking it. Not that there was a foul involved. Here's Lucius.
What a baptism of fire he's getting.
Now, Kalen Lucas, of course, is with the team on the bench. He elected to postpone surgery for the Achilles heel injury until their run in the tournament was over. Alley-oop.
There it goes again, and Williams occupies in the middle. The big wide body sets it up, and a soaring Prince.
J.P. Prince would be welcomed at Mile High Stadium in Denver.
Yeah, he would. That's how
with that Mile High salute. Get that thing down.
The altitude might get him, though. Either way, huh?
No, it never gets any of us.
Nice step through by Raymar. Nice hustle again.
Delvon Rowe got back.
What courage this kid has.
Yes,
Torn
indeed.
meniscus. Oh, blow-by crossover. Woo! Wow. Just a terrific feel. You're going to see Williams in the middle, just occupies enough. Rowe can't get over. That is a gorgeous play. And anytime you're aggressive defensively, as you have to be against both of these clubs, you're going to pay for it. So the backdoor by Michigan State, that particular play, the back up by J.P. delivering a hammer.
Lucius at the line, the sophomore out of Milwaukee. Backup point guard, and Tom Izzo has said many times about his play, he sometimes has a little playground effort. That can be good and bad, can it not?
Well, when you're from Iron Mountain, I mean, what playground did Tom know? I mean, think about that, up in that area of the country. But what he actually means is, like, there's stuff you do loosely in the playground. You're not going to get punished for it in the sense of hurting your team. You keep playing. And that's that development. I think it takes a few years as a college player to understand that, to be the extension of the coach, as we know that Kalen Lucas had become.
12-4 Michigan State run, and they climb back on top by 1. Screen set by Williams.
Nice hands.
He's got a good soft shot.
He does. And he catches things. A big fella in the right spot.
All season fans have submitted ideas to improve the fan experience. Now 64 will compete in the Coke Zero Brain Bracket. Decide who wins 10 grand. Vote at CokeZero.com.
And Vern, when Chisholm takes it out, you've got to watch him. He does a nice job. Either they screen for him or he steps into an open area and nobody guarding the inbound passer. Now look at them arguing, Prince and Chisholm. I thought they'd be... They're not the odd couple. Those guys got along better.
Isaiah Dahlman, number 22, getting some rare playing time. He is the other captain on this team.
Hey, watching those two argue, I feel like I'm back home being told what to do.
Now, Prince and Chisholm.
Oh, nice job by Nix. He's out of bounds again. We've seen that a couple times in the tournament. I think the pass carried him there. But
Prince is going to get a rest. Excuse me, Bill. Hobson is back on. Cameron Tatum is on. And here's the out of bounds, the left foot.
And you can just see Nix set it up and the fade to the corner, but you've got to know where you are.
Goins, Chisholm, Williams, Hobson, and Tatum for the Volunteers in the Elite Eight, first time in school history.
A nice job by Williams again. He moved, took Nix a step, unable to negate the drive. Tell you, Big Baby's going to have them crying with his maneuverability.
I'm just looking at the guys on the floor. There are three Big Babies out there. Here's one of them setting the screen. Derek Nix. Here's another one, Draymond Green. And Williams.
Pretty good job by Williams, giving ground, and look at him run to the rim and drag people.
Goins. Here's Chisholm for three if they want it. But Draymond Green recognizes that ability.
And I think Chisholm should take him inside, screen, and get to the rim.
Now they're going to move it back out.
That's the first slowdown all day.
Yes. Nope. Five ties, 4 lead changes, largest lead by either team. Whoa. Over and back.
They say he never touched it, but that pressure's terrific. And you know what happened? Lucius is looking over at Tom. Then he's trying to signal the play. Say, get it over the timeline. You can always spin dribble or get your guys set up. That's, again, that learning process.
Yeah. Now, Bruce Pearl has put Goins and Mays on Lucius, and they've been harassing him very effectively. Here's Stephen Pearl back on the floor.
And this is their flex series that they ran so often. Tom Davis, a great influence, former Iowa coach, on Bruce's personality. Well, I shouldn't say personality. He's a little too engaging for Tom.
Dr. Tom and Bruce do not have similar personalities.
No, not at all. Different speeches at the banquet.
From the corner for three. No.
Nice rebound. He knows his job.
Yep.
The wrath of Dad. Bring it out.
Well, Stephen Pearl averaged 6 minutes per game the first 12. Over the last 24, he's averaging 13 minutes per game, and he's become a very effective role player.
And here, just using the bounce to free himself. Terrific play. Scotty Hobson gets the foul.
3 minutes, 36 seconds to go before halftime. Things are happening in St. Louis.
It's the magic of the moment. It's the story in their eyes. Oh, this is love.
They hooked up, and you're gonna fall in love. Introducing Bud Light Golden Wheat. Light beer, huge flavor.
Each of these trucks can carry 1,400 pounds of cargo, but only one can do it while driving on electricity. The GMC Sierra Hybrid, the most fuel-efficient full-size pickup on the road. May the best truck win.
Your number. Every person has one. But what is it? It's what you'll need to have saved to retire the way you want. We're ING, and we can help you find your number so you can build a retirement plan that's right for you. Learn more at ingyournumber.com.
Throughout our lives, we encounter new opportunities. At the Hartford, we help you pursue them with confidence.
by preparing you for tomorrow while protecting what you have today. You've counted on us for 200 years. Let's embrace tomorrow, and with the Hartford behind you, achieve what's ahead of you.
We go to great lengths to exceed your expectations. The 5-year, 100,000-mile transferable powertrain warranty from GMC. With roadside assistance and courtesy transportation, it's the best coverage in America.
The Amazing Race teams plunge into an exotic getaway. But there's trouble in paradise.
This is so unfair.
I quit. New Amazing Race, CBS tonight.
It's pets versus humans. Who's the stupidest? The Late Show presents the Ultimate Stupid Trick Tournament. Vote for your favorite on CBS.com and catch Dave Monday.
Bruce Pearl in his 5th year, and a graduate of Boston College, where during one NCAA game he famously wore the Eagle mascot. And here are his mom and dad, Bernie and Barbara Pearl from Florida. Wherever you see grandson, father, and grandfather, Tennessee basketball is being played.
I thought Bernie was the head coach. He gave me so much information.
He will... he's a conversationalist.
Oh, he's a great guy. Of course, with the Passover coming on Monday, he invited me down for a little brisket, by the way. Of course, I will not be unable to do that.
And Hobson's at the line.
Was that the Seder? I said, what am I, chopped liver? You're not giving me information? He said, I'll have some of that for you, too.
Oh, my gracious. Hobson, one more.
Be interesting to see what both coaches save for the second half. We saw Chisholm able to get inside and do some damage. And what's interesting, Bert, when he goes out of the game, that back stiffens up. He stands in the corner, unable to sit down.
Yep, that's and that is where he is right now. Allen. Lucius. Oh, there's Goins again. Now, Hobson does not hurry down. He trails. And a little jumper. How about that?
How about that? No, he's talking, though. Just play. Just play. And Lucius got to get aside and sprint. Don't dance with the ball.
I would say this. Goins has a little playground in him, too.
Oh, very much so. And strength, too.
Started his career as a freshman. He's from California. Went to Ball State, transferred to Mount San Jacinto Community College.
Yeah, that's his shot right there, that pinch elbow. Draymond Green alone. Let's say he is a tough guy to defend. A lot of maneuverability.
And now Goins, 5'11", 195. Stephen Pearl.
I love the way Goins handled that fast break, too. Didn't charge, you know. Great body control.
2.5 to go. Ryan Williams.
They really didn't need that.
Coming up on AT&T at the half, Kansas head coach Bill Self joins Greg, and Seth as they speak live with Butler head coach Brad Stevens and star Gordon Hayward. They'll also preview the Baylor-Duke game, plus another AT&T Naismith Watch update. That's all coming up on AT&T at the half.
Right up on him. Goins again, pressuring. Might be not bad to give Green the ball, let him take it up. He handles it pretty well. We saw that against Maryland when he made that pass and the ensuing goal by Kobe Lucius. There's the box set now.
Chisholm ball sticking right with Draymond Green. Now the switch. He's back out on off the mark.
Nice tip.
Sure was.
And Nix getting his mitts on it. And then the cleanup.
Raymar Morgan. 37 all with 1:40 to go.
I think Chisholm with Green can be a factor.
Keeper's back on the floor, number 20. There's Derek Nix out on the Williams pick.
Oh, look at that help. Well, the big belly got in the way, but quick feet underneath.
I didn't mean you. I just wondered. Are you pointing at me again?
No. Look at this guy now. If you could move like this, I'd never point at you. But he thought he got a clean one and a little nickel-dimer, but nevertheless a foul.
Goins at the line. First round game in the NCAA tournament back in Providence. He had a really big effort. 15 points off the bench in that one.
And he's playing with a lot of confidence. And making deep shots and running the show and taking the challenge defensively. That gears you, sets you up on that end. Control the point guy, keep him in front of you, and your bigs have a chance to operate.
Taking all those minutes away from Skyler McBee.
No, Skyler's crunch time. We had him over here before the game. That big one that you saw, and Bill Self in the studio. We don't need to bring it up for that reason.
No, you're right. Skyler, we asked Skyler to come over and take a look at the big three-point shot he hit against Kansas. And I told Skyler, you know, I thought it was really a gutsy shot. And I talked to Bill before the Missouri game, and he said, yeah, I remember the shot. How did you like the defense my guy played?
That's what coaches are all about. Pretty blow by, huh?
Beauty. Doesn't quite get the touch, but Lucius has the ball in his hands. His Tennessee team not only knocked off Kansas back in January when they had 6 scholarship players and 3 walk-ons, they also defeated Kentucky 1 of 3 games this year. Timeout called by Michigan State. 51.2 to go, first half.
Everyone, thanks for coming to our housewarming party.
We really appreciate all the dip trays. We love dip. Oh. Honey, there's thousands of dollars in here.
Great news. The homebuyer tax credit has been extended and expanded so even more buyers can take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Talk to a realtor for qualification details or visit houselogic.com/homebuyer tax credit. Every market's different.
Call a realtor today.
Silver one.
That's not a Volkswagen.
That's 2 for Downey.
You hit like my sister.
Really? I'd like to meet her.
The Volkswagen CC. Award-winning design starting under $28,000. It's a whole new Volkswagen and a whole new game.
Sometimes we like to practice a bit before we go shopping.
How can I help you, sir?
I want the lowest price, then go lower.
I don't have that kind of authority.
Plus free delivery, even on Sunday.
Unheard of!
We're ready.
Fortunately, we have the lowest prices around, so there's no need to rehearse.
And Lowe's has free next-day delivery on appliances. Andy actually turned out to be really helpful and nice.
Experience. Lowe's. Let's build something together. Right now, Lowe's has lowered the price on all our John Deere walk mowers.
Just because it says for men doesn't mean it is. New Gillette Odor Shield Body Wash targets and neutralizes odor for up to 16 hours. Because you've got a man-sized odor hanging all over you. Gillette Odor Shield Body Wash. Wash like a man, feel like a man. Also try new Gillette Odor Shield Antiperspirant.
We live in a world of constant innovation. So, where's the innovation for sports fans? Having a bigger hand goes over your real hand. That's great. But maybe we can top that. At Coke Zero, we've advanced the beverage experience by combining real Coke taste and 0 calories. And now, we're hoping to advance the NCAA fan experience. But we can't do it alone.
The Brain Bracket is live. Cast your vote at CokeZero.com.
We're back in St. Louis. We invite you to check out the comic chemistry of The Big Bang Theory tomorrow right here on CBS. 51.2 seconds to go, first half. Well played first half game. 39-37.
Nice ball movement.
Sure was. Allen for 3.
Well, that's the guy. What a danger. And he's playing hurt, man. He's not quite himself listening to Tom Izzo. That arch a problem. Nice look.
How about that?
The ball fake to the corner. Oh, a princely delivery.
Almost a no-look pass. I mean, how crisp was that? Roommate to roommate.
Ball screen. We'll see if it's a pick and stay.
Here's Allen trying to turn the corner.
Pretty
Little
good
lead. Okay. Draymond Green, Lucius. 6 to go. No. Raymar Morgan rejected. Brian Big Baby Williams.
Woo! Taking his rattle out. Oh, did they cover all over the floor and the finish? Plenty of time had to catch and put it on the floor, so you got to be alert. A double to the corner and then a step back by Michigan State, that is.
Summers is going to come back on. This is one area of this game where Tennessee excels. Inbounds defense.
Yeah, they sure do. And it's interesting. Summers taking it out could be dangerous as well. Here's the double. And the slip. Wow, what a well-executed play. Woo! How about Tom? That's why he's busy in March. Plays like that.
Well, like I said, sometimes they don't excel at inbounds defense.
It can't happen all the time. How about that read? Just terrific. And then putting it up on the glass with plenty of time. A little kiss, and what a half we had. Thank you, fellas.
Certainly through.
CBS Sports exclusive college basketball coverage is sponsored by Lexus, Lipitor, HP, and by Delta Faucet.
Welcome back to St. Louis, Missouri, Midwest Regional Final. Tennessee trying to get to the Final Four for the first time ever. Michigan State trying to get back for the second time in succession. Here's the in-game box score powered by CBS College Sports Network. Cable's home for the NCAA Tournament. Mr. Raftery, what jumps out at you there?
They are stats now. When you've got salutes involved, they are stats. Of course, Chisholm, a guy I think that they've been saving a little bit. I think he can do some damage up front. And I just think the ability of Prince has magnified itself. Generally, he's the passer, but this is a nice little brush by Williams twice for the Prince. And an extraordinary defensive ability, comes up with big plays. And as noted, salute number 2. And we salute him as well.
You missed that on camera,
Yeah.
but he gives a there you are. What are your expectations for the second 20 minutes?
Well, you know, the big thing with Michigan State, they came out the other night and started playing much better defense, gathered control of the game, and I would look for the speed of the game to maybe change just a little bit. Tennessee trying to keep it going.
Right.
Can they keep making threes, or do they start to power the game, which is what they thought they would do? And can Michigan State now start to run their half-court stuff and grind them up? I mean, that's the will to win. We'll see.
You know, rebounding is one of the strong points of any Michigan State team. They come in leading the country at plus 9.1 per game. And Tennessee has held its own. The difference there, 11 to 9. Really a well-played first half.
It sure has been. Michigan State doing the job we expected on the offensive glass, getting second opportunities. That's as expected. Tennessee's defense is much stronger, much more aggressive as it has progressed through this NCAA tournament.
State 20 minutes away from a back-to-back appearance in the Final Four. Bruce Pearl's team has never been there. Longtime assistant to Dr. Tom Davis, Stanford, Iowa. Head coach at Southern Indiana for 9 years. Won a Division II national championship there. Came to Wisconsin, Milwaukee, and then 5 years ago signed on as the head coach at Tennessee.
And this is exactly what you were saying. All over the floor, they're tough on inbounds passes, sideline, half court, or baseline. Once in a while, you're going to get away with it, but they grind you and turn you over. Much better preparation on the back cut.
Morgan sure was. Long rebound in the corner, and it will be Tennessee ball. These teams have met 6 times previously, but never with as much on the line as this one. Tennessee trails in the series 4 games to 2, all of which is totally irrelevant to this afternoon in March, so I'll shut up about it.
And this is where you would expect Michigan State to button up a little bit. Nice hold, got away with it.
Mays spot up 3.
He was beaten, and why not? Hold on to the shirt.
Lucius. Chisholm takes a swipe at it. Here's Rowe.
They need him.
Did not get the basket to fall, but they did get the foul on Wayne Chisholm.
And he can step up and provide a lift. We mentioned that knee Rowe has. Chisholm feeling he didn't do anything wrong, or checking in with Bruce as to what he wants down the other end.
Well, Delvon Rowe, everybody in Michigan knows about it. He's had 2 knee surgeries since 2007. The first cost him almost everything his senior year in high school. Microfracture surgery, and they've stressed to us a couple of times this year that this current knee difficulty is not related to that microfracture surgery.
And playing almost 23, 24 minutes in the NCAA tournament, dragging that leg around. Pretty good handle of that, those flex screens along the baseline. Same set and the duck in.
Oh, beautiful.
Had that get through, and a great help once again.
Delvon Rowe, yes, indeed, over the back with the block. Chisholm just lost sight of it. It was a great pass.
Sure was, and not much of an area to get through. Peyton Manning-like, appropriate with Tennessee.
Raymar Morgan. Rowe. Nope. Brian Williams rebound.
And Chisholm loading up early, and they get the tag underneath. Number 10, Delvon Rowe is running the floor. Look at this, just perfect to the correct hand. And then the rear activity over the top there. Good help by Rowe.
Delvon Rowe picks up the first foul for himself, and Derek Nix is out. Chris Allen comes on and quickly picks up a cheapie.
This is a very small lineup now. It's interesting if they can rebound Michigan State. Once again, Chisholm the threat once they inbound. There's a cross screen.
Yep.
And a slip. Oh, is that pretty? What a great setup. Chisholm sprints to the other box. Williams provides a little bit of a lift and then loads up.
Margin is 3. Allen. Good job by Prince.
I'll say.
Gossel's long arms come in handy, don't they?
Quick feet don't hurt either.
From the corner, in and out. Summers has it knocked away.
That's what he does best. Leaks
Here's
out.
Prince. Do we get a salute?
That was too easy.
We got a salute.
One for the crowd. He's gotten away from the commentators. Well, unfortunately for Michigan State, they had the offensive rebound. I think they collided, set it loose, and a cheapie for Tennessee.
Bruce Pearl urging some energy on the defensive end.
Williams trying to get over there and help out. He said he went straight up. He's begging it to Michael Stevens. This is just really good understanding. Basketball-wise, you get a good look like this, and look, you think you've got something going, and unfortunately, your teammate right in the middle. Allen doing the right thing. You go after that ball, but it leads to the easy one.
And change the graphic to 3 salutes. Mercifully, they're all 4-fingered salutes.
Of course, he's a transfer, as you noted the other night, from Arizona.
Right.
And that year off, I think, enabled him to understand the game a little bit more and play it in a wise fashion. And he has teamed beautifully with this group, particularly his pal. And I say pal because occasionally they don't look like they're getting along that well. Chisholm.
Morgan has 10 points. Joining Summers in double figures for the Spartans. 45-42. Bobby Mays back on the floor. J.P. Prince. Oh, good boy. Summers with a shove.
That might be number 3, is it? If my numbers are right?
It is number 3.
Yeah. Goodness. You want to slow or impede the progress of the cutter, but you can't let the refs detect it. Maybe a little body check. And Morgan with a much better job, and Hobson hollered at because Chisholm didn't get the ball.
Chisholm double team.
Good cut.
Oh boy, he found Brian Williams, and a foul is called. No clean block.
No, I think it was.
Oh, it is a clean block.
Yeah, pretty read. Everything beautiful, but both sides. You think he got an easy one and up big time. Raymar Morgan's played pretty good defense, particularly in the post area.
And he's playing with a new front tooth, remember? That's one of the more unique injuries he lost. Oh,
no, it's okay.
He's okay.
Yep. Official saying clean. He didn't start on one side, go to the other.
Right. Moving screen by Williams.
There we go again. How dribble at him. And then pressure D denied.
Williams hustles back to guard Morgan. Draymond Green.
And a good call, too, on the
call, J.P. Prince.
He didn't have to do it either. They've done a good job, but this has happened usually with Williams, but that's just a step and go. Terrific read from the back. Mays finding, and Prince sorry. Boy, effective when you got guys up in that denied position.
Michigan State and Tennessee both with. Whoa, they got Prince again.
See, I don't know why he was doing that. The dribbler's not going anyplace. I can understand picking up the charges. He leads the team in drawn charges, and he's very effective that way. But at this juncture in the game, and I don't think he ever got settled, Vern. I wouldn't argue with the call. We know those block charges are bang-bangers, but I just think intelligently he normally would not do that. Let him dribble left. He's not going north and south.
Summers within 2. J.P. Prince picked up 2 fouls within 3 seconds. Brian Williams back outside. Here's Bobby Mays. Goins getting ready to come off the Tennessee bench.
The slower Michigan State can force Tennessee to play, I think it will benefit them. Make them use clock on the offense. Good coverage. Don't leave him. Don't leave him. Why? Don't sniff. Don't help. Raymar.
Now Chisholm back on defense. Jumper, Allen, 3, yes.
That's the threat he provides. Collapse the D and find him.
Bobby Mays, jumper 3. No. Here's Lucius.
And that'll grind you a little bit. Mays doesn't get after Lucius's toughly. Tough, excuse me. And one. A little late. And that's what Michigan State does beautifully. Uses screens to set up their jump shot. The little slap back and nylon. And then just keep the feet moving. A little tag late. Summers with a smile.
What a thrilling victory for Butler yesterday. Outlasting Kansas State. They've got, what, 19 minutes from the stadium in which the Final Four will be played. West Virginia advances for the first time since '59, and Dick Enberg, our esteemed colleague, called his final NCAA tournament game last night. He also was at the mic, by the way, when this guy started from Michigan State. Magic Johnson, the 1979 Final Four most outstanding player. That game played in Salt Lake City.
Highest rated of all time, and what a thrill to be there. The Magic Man and Larry Bird, what did we know then that took place later? Contesting throughout their careers.
Well, they might have just saved that league that we all refer to as the next level. Remember, it's the NBA. Here's Lucius.
Ooh.
Well, no.
Yeah, I know everybody's settled defensively. I think Tom would rather run the offense a little bit.
Goins back outside Chisholm. Draymond Green stays with him this time. Chisholm is 3 for 3 from beyond the arc in this ballgame.
The two bigs do a nice job screening and then providing a passing lane. And Chisholm always sets up outside and usually ends up inside.
Josh Bone, shot clock at 5. There's a double team and the shot off the rim. He got it, but it's taken away.
by Delvon Rowe. And Bruce Pearl taking the coat off. He didn't like either the call or Josh Bone not kicking it back out, which is what he should have done.
Well, he would tell you Josh Bone's on there for defense. Here's Lucius. No. Brian Williams having another effective day on the glass.
And Chloe's got to go through Green. Nice slip pass, and I think Green may have gotten it on the reach in, but give it to him at the other end.
Fans visit ReviveToSurvive.com and bring Vitamin Water Revive along for the ride through the NCAA March Madness. Revive will help you get to the next round and beyond.
Trying a good free throw shooter. Terrific hands, great recognition as the ball came to him, and Bruce took the jack, put it back on.
Well, Tony Jones was there to help him pick it up. Tony Jones, a longtime assistant. Here's Brian Williams. He's not a good free throw shooter, as we've seen. Tony, tragedy in his family this past summer. His 86-year-old father. They're trying to support Brian Williams on. And Tony talked with us yesterday about Dan Wetzel's calling about the death of his dad. His dad was murdered by a 19-year-old at the age of 86. Sonny J. Jones. And one of two as the group urged Williams on.
Well, he's got a nice little
he's got to get a little handshake from Tony Jones. Absolutely.
So they have played spirited and with a lot of effort. And now see if they can get something out of their press. Michigan State now. Do you attack it? Or do you settle? Nice denial. Goins much better pressure in the ball.
He's out on Lucius. Here's Stephen Pearl. Raymar Morgan up and under.
That big time. And Pearl using his strength, but the footwork extraordinary.
And now at the other end, Delvon Rowe gets called for a foul on Stephen Pearl.
I just love the footwork here, Vern. Switching to the left hand. You got the big guy in the back trying to negate. Just good understanding as Chisholm arrives a moment late.
Austin Thornton will come on the floor now, number 13 for Michigan State. Chris Allen heads over toward the bench. Bone, Hobson.
The longer Michigan State can keep them on offense here, late into the shot clock, just seize the tempo of the game.
Hobson.
Good team defense and individual.
Shot clock at 10. Hobson, Austin Thornton doing a nice job on him.
Peace.
Goins, it's blocked. Lucius got a part of it.
A little retribution, huh?
Delvon Rowe off the glass.
Look at Thornton in the mix.
Thornton all hustle.
Yep, absolutely.
As Goins didn't grab the ball authoritatively. And Lucius. Gives Michigan State a 5-point lead. Back in St. Louis on a rain-swept Sunday afternoon, a 5-point Michigan State lead.
Austin Thornton deserves credit or an assist on this particular play. The loose ball, Morgan in his hands, and the easiest way to get a three. Generally, that offensive rebound, defense all scrambled. Great hustle by that guy to get them going and have this 5-point lead.
And Bruce Pearl has gone back to J.P. Prince during his absence, having picked up his third foul in 3 seconds. And is that,
I believe, number 4 on Thornton.
It is 4 on Thornton. So Prince back on during his absence of 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Michigan State went from 2 down to 5 up.
And the tempo sort of went their way, too, as Thornton gets a little bit of a blow here.
he's got to explain what he just did to his head coach.
That's the hard part.
He thought finals were earlier.
Interesting. Allen, they finally get organized. He's on Mays. He was on Chisholm for a moment.
Pearl outside. Here's J.P. Prince.
Chisholm's got to be comfortable. Not a good look here by Prince. That's what they try to do as a timeout. Load up on the box.
Even Bruce Pearl smiling sardonically. We invite you to meet the rock stars of medicine in the new drama from CSI executive producer Jerry Bruckheimer. Miami Medical premieres Friday only on CBS. And only on CBS do you get this kind of segue. Speaking of outstanding medical schools, Baylor has one and Duke does. And pretty good basketball teams as well. And they'll play next.
And the smaller lineup, see how effective it is for Michigan State. Tough matchup outside. Chisholm cannot keep Green off the deck. Great left-hand move and able to take the wrath of a hit. The big wide body. And look at this, just that little bite. And right in here, Bone a little bit late. And bone on bone, the big fella's going to win.
Josh Bone, who had played only 2 minutes in the previous 11 games before this tournament got underway, and he's been a factor off the bench for Bruce Pearl, but picks up the foul there. Speaking of a factor for coaches, Draymond Green, number 23. Got a little verve to his personality.
He does. Warmth, charm, leadership. Where do they score right now? Now they got the bump again. Allen on the baseline. They run that effectively. Prince is the guy.
That's 3 on 3. Chris Allen picks up his third. 7th team foul against Michigan State. So J.P. Prince goes to the line shooting 1 and 1.
Now this will enable them to put a little pressure on. See if they want to extend the floor. Got Williams back in the game. Hobson back. Give Chisholm a blow after that last defensive lapse.
It's at the free throw line when he's shooting free throws that he most reminds me of his cousin, Tayshaun. Just got the same motion and rhythm, it seems.
Well, their arms are so long they can trade shirts. Some of you can say that. So effective defending people with that, particularly with his left hand.
We talked earlier, he started at Arizona, transferred, had 3 weeks in an induced coma back in 2006. Surgery on both shoulders, and he's persevered. That induced coma was a result of a wisdom tooth extraction gone wrong, and he had a respiratory infection.
Here's their favorite play. For the back screen and then pop, and yes. Well, not quite. They love that little play where the guard gets the other pinch post man.
Prince puts it in the hands of Bobby Mays. Woo. Underneath.
Draymond. What an effort. Lifting that big body up in the air.
8th block by Michigan State.
Curl and lock. Well, good help with the little pinch down there.
Yeah.
Raking away by Mays.
Stephen Pearl's primary responsibility, and Mays helping. Now here's the switch. Brian Williams on Lucius.
A tough
3
match.
on the shot clock.
And a foul
in the backcourt. Draymond Green.
That's one of those. I'm not running to the other end, coach. Let me unload this guy. I put a lot of effort out there.
I've lost some, but not quite that much weight.
Boy, Corey really drew number 3-3 Adam Williams. Attracted to the bounce. And when you don't come up with it, take somebody with you.
Bobby Mays at the line.
I mentioned how they subbed readily in that first half. I think very important coming down the stretch now. Who's fresh? Who can get after people? Mays doing a pretty good job defensively. We saw Gullins do it in the first half against Lucius.
Now these orange-clad volunteer fans, not that far from Knoxville to St. Louis. Lucius lost his concentration.
Comes out of bounds.
It goes out of bounds off Tennessee. Look at Lucius.
He's getting a little too fancy. I mean, you got to get by a guy, and then the forward has to get free and then go get it back. And they really struggle with this. And Mays, as we noted, Goins earlier, putting a lot of pressure. Corey paying a little bit for inexperience.
Now you've got J.P. Prince guarding the inbounds. They get it to Green and then to Lucius. We near the midway point of the second half. Tennessee, Michigan State. What a screen by Green.
And look who's right at the rim now. Unfortunate that they didn't finish Michigan State. But one of the things you notice about Green, he does it in the backcourt or even in the front court. When he screens a guy, it reminds you of Wes Unseld.
Yeah.
You are pinned for life. Or you see your life go past you. Boy, tough luck.
2-on-1.
Give it up.
Stephen Pearl hops in. He stared it down.
Yeah, he should have given it up earlier and then run to the rim. Grandpa might be under the seat on that one.
Oh, Bertie. Morgan. Hobson has it for the Volunteers. 3-on-3. They'll go back to J.P. Prince. Bobby Mays. Pearl. Nice dish in the corner. Mays, one dribble short with a shot. Prince rebound. Tries to find Williams.
Overpass.
Yeah.
Take that little jump hook. You're right at the rim.
Still a 4-point margin. And Tennessee has turned it over 5 times in this half. Chisholm getting ready to reappear. Timeout. Tom Izzo, Michigan State. 9:02 remaining. Four-point Michigan State lead. Both teams hitting between 45 and 50% from the field. They both had torrid starts to this game. Tennessee 50% from 3, and they have turned it over 5 times in this half. In any way, does previous experience at this round of the tournament apply now?
I think early in the game maybe, but not now,
Okay.
Vern. Don't you? I think they've settled in. It looks like a little bit of a, let's see, they got man. Yep, they got straight up man.
That puts Mays on Lucius.
Excuse me, they got a little zone here trying to match up, mix up, and confuse.
Us as well.
They almost did ball screen and go. That's what you're going to have to do. A little bit of a freelance situation.
2 in the shot clock.
Great job off the timeout.
Boy, that looked for all the world like Evan Turner in Ohio State at the end of the game the other night.
And the confusion attributable to use of that timeout. Let's throw it at him, mix him up a little bit. And all of a sudden, that inexperienced Corey Lucius not able to get his team into the set they would like.
Draymond Green will reappear now for Raymar Morgan and Michigan State. Well, Butler's in. West Virginia's in. One of these two will be in. And then it's going to be left to Duke or Baylor for the final spot in the Final Four. That game is next.
And Green just a little size differential. Chisholm wants the ball. They're going away from him.
Mays. Williams comes out to set the screen. Mays tries to turn the corner on Lucius. He does.
How about that little baby hook with the kiss? A little blow by. And
Bobby Mays.
And right back and ragging, taking Lucius out of play. Somebody, now this is where Green's effective, I think. Can run the offense. Good handle. Somebody got to give him a screen.
Yeah, brings Williams all the way out. Freddie, jumper, all of the rim and through.
How effective is the peg fella? Draymond, put it on the deck and find it.
Hobson.
Tough shot. Wow. Settle.
Oh, Brian Williams grabbed it off the ground, put it through the glass.
Boy, bad shots. Barely grazed the rim. Advantage to the offense. Look at this play.
For the steal.
Somebody's got to come up and help. Once again, Brian
Williams didn't get there.
He can't get there. That'd be like asking you to sprint out there. He's done everything else for them, though, Vern.
Allen goes left, jumper, no. That's rebound Brian Williams and a chance for the tie or the lead. He had Chisholm. Hobson will go to the line.
And Vern Chisholm made that goal by sprinting to the rim. He had the mismatch, but putting it on the deck earlier in a maze at Arkansas. Strong in Tennessee.
I'm Greg Gumbel in New York with an HP update. A reminder, the South Regional Final between Baylor and Duke is upcoming. Keep an eye on Tweety Carter. Baylor, he had 14 points in the win over St. Mary's. Duke's John Shire had 18 as Duke beat Purdue.
Tip time on that second one, 5:05 Eastern. Butler playing in Indianapolis. They've earned their way in. They'll take on either Michigan State or Tennessee. And then West Virginia, who outlasted Kentucky last night. They get either Duke or Baylor as the Final Four will be set this afternoon for the 2010 NCAA Championship. Now, we're setting ourselves up for a pretty good finish here. Scotty Hobson at the line. He's an under 60% free throw shooter for the year. 1 of 2 in this game.
Into the wide bodies of Tennessee, able to post up and do some damage, and then counter that. Michigan State creating offense around the rim with dribble drives, and particularly Green creating some motion.
Free throws will get you.
Don't they? And West Virginia,
how about that?
They struggled coming down the wire, right?
Exhibit last night. Wow. That was like bad dentistry. One of 2. And a 1-point game.
And pressure. Keebler, inexperienced but tough. Does it in practice every day.
Right.
And that's what they do. They let Green bring it up. Did not call, too. Well officiated again, Burns, with a great weekend.
Mike Keebler. Summers. In and out, and Chisholm has the rebound. And again, Tennessee with a chance for the lead.
A very tough shot with the left hand.
Chisholm, Prince, Goins, Hobson, and Brian Williams on the floor for the Volunteers.
Chisholm outside, not a little bit of a force. He was going to take a 3 if they got it out to him. He was roaming, and they had left to help out.
Now Keebler having given Lucius a little bit of a blow. Corey Lucius back on the floor. In each of the 3 wins, Tennessee's bench has outscored the opposition so far in the tournament. Not so today. It's helpful.
Nice play. The inside screen again. And look who makes the delivery. Prince. What a setup. Chisholm passes, goes to the other box. And Williams, who screens, just loads up, shapes up, big and strong.
Remember that 8-1 run with Prince on the bench? That was for Michigan State. They've scored 11-2 since he came back in the game.
Really not running their stuff now. Doing a lot of individual play, not their style.
Got the result. Summers. Michigan State by 1. Summers has 18.
Chisholm taking a blowout here. He likes this shooting guard position.
Hobson
dancing.
Tries to break down Summers.
Wow.
Yes.
How about that?
Whoa.
He really can shoot the 3 when he's on his game, and that sets up that explosive use of the bounce.
They've been waiting for a big game from Scotty Hobson throughout the tournament. He's got 9 points now. None more critical than that one.
And played within himself.
Summers. Hobson at the defensive end. Raymar Morgan, there's Chisholm back outside. 4:45 to go.
Pick and pop.
Chisholm got a leg out.
Nice.
How about that?
Oh! Magical with the movement of the feet. Oh. You mentioned the personality. Talk about chemistry. He'll give it to you. Tom didn't think they had it early in the year, but he has found a way to do some awfully good things. To the conclusion with the smooch.
2-point lead. And Draymond Green's a perfect 3 for 3 at the line. He'll get a rest. Delvon Roy takes his place. And Tom Izzo is urging his team to make a defensive stop. I looked out there and thought Duke was on the floor.
That's right. That's what Mike Krzyzewski's guys used to do. Slap the floor on key defensive work or possessions.
Prince.
And a hand check.
Delvon Roy.
Yeah, got to move the feet.
That's his third.
Brian looks a little winded as he meanders towards the free throw line. Everybody giving him a blow. Chisholm telling him to rest a little bit. Inhale, big fella.
Man, as we mentioned, he's a career 53% shooter. He was so relieved when he hit 2 for 2 against San Diego State in the first round that couldn't quit talking about it.
Stay on the line. A lot of guys do that. Release a little bit early. Chisholm does something interesting on the free throw. He turns and faces Vern. Sometimes he'll step and curl. Pretty good offensive rebounder. Ooh. Little air current. You do a lot right. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
Made a heck of a job out of this tournament. Just shake it off, big guy.
4:20 to go.
And Gowen's really a terrific guy, ragging the handle.
What a screen. Offense. It was a moving screen on Delvon Roy. Boy, did he put a hip into J.P. Prince.
Oh, goodness, just never gave time and space. Pretty easy call. He can't believe it. You've got to be square and expect your teammate to set his guy up. Step earlier, he would have been fine.
Both teams ended up, excuse me, Bill, both in the double bonus now. Both have 10. Prince with 3, and you've got Thornton and Rowe 4 each. Allen, Summers, and Green. And as they walked the ball before Goins took it out, Chisholm came by and put his hand on Williams' head and said, shake it off.
Look at this footwork.
Whoa!
Well, you mentioned when he came back in, it's a different ball club. Likes to come back to that side. You got to force him to middle. Prince with a terrific release around the rim.
Back to Lucius with 15 on the shot clock.
Yeah, Green will pass up that deep one. Only 2 for 14 from out there.
Corey Lucius.
Barry, watch it, then walk.
Yep. He did.
2 of them on the same play.
J.P. Prince has been a factor. He's caused Izzo to go into a prayerful stance.
Well,
there's the move. We are tied at 66, 3:20 to go. Draw your attention to team fouls. I looked down and saw 10 and 10. That was turnovers. Team fouls, 7 for Tennessee. Michigan State with 10. How about the inside play?
You know when you play Michigan State that you're going to have to do a great job on the glass. A great footwork we've seen, physical presence on both ends. More of a manufacture this time by Green for Michigan State. And the other end, Tennessee loads up and begs beautifully.
Well, we saw the significance of free throws in last night's West Virginia-Kentucky game. As we come down the stretch now, just keep in mind, Tennessee 13 of 19. There's the shot short from Chisholm and cleared by Raymar Morgan. And Michigan State, 68% for the year, but today, 15 of 18 at the line. Keepers on, giving Lucius a blow.
And once again, Green handling just to help. Double high and then a double below the foul line. Tough delivery.
Oh, there's a tough delivery.
Goodness, courage to make the pass and then step it up big time with the delivery. Whew, Summers, it's a great looking stroke.
J.P. Prince, Allen guards him. Bottom Bobby Mays now the switch.
And Raymar Morgan's got the load. The tough job, I think, down in the box with Chisholm. He's stepping out. You got to come with him.
Back to Chisholm for three. That's his first miss.
Look who's there.
Brian Williams.
Wow. He has an understanding of his job. Total commitment. Everybody else might get the plaudits. Let me around the rim to dominate.
Under 2, 1-point game. Timeout. Michigan State. Buckle up.
Thanks to the new Venture card from Capital One, we get double miles on every purchase. So we earn a ski trip twice as fast. We get double miles every time we use our card. I'll take this. Double miles add up quick. And all of those? So we brought the whole gang. One adult, one goat, please. It's hard to beat double miles. Everyone knows 2 is better than 1.
Introducing the Venture Card from Capital One with double miles on every purchase every day. Go to CapitalOne.com.
What's in your wallet?
Oh, poor baby.
Edvern, Chris Allen with just a great look, a blind pass off the double screen. And how about this? Summerly, onions. And it's not summertime, but for Darrell it is extraordinary. The other side, Williams with great inside position. He realizes the set is going to be for Chisholm. Let me load up, stick my guy, and get that inside follow.
Possession arrow favors Tennessee. Michigan State has the ball. Don't want to overstress the significance of a coach-player conversation, but both Izzo and Darrell Summers have referenced that 2-hour meeting that they had in which they kind of got a few things off the chest, and he has played brilliantly since. And again this afternoon, 1:44 to go.
Good pressure by Chisholm, looking for a count.
Raymar Morgan.
Williams with great footwork. They got a jump ball. Good
Hill
call.
ball, possession arrow, Tennessee.
How about the ability of their bigs, and they're almost like forwards, Chisholm and Williams, to move the puppies, get a guy turn, and come up with plays like this. You should be tired. Just reach back, Brian Williams.
Mike Keebler on for Lucius. Number 20 for number 34. This is a defensive maneuver.
Absolutely.
By Tom Izzo.
He understands that end of the game.
Hobson.
Well, Prince should be able to make passes and also go over the top of his match with Allen if they so choose.
Here's Chisholm. Raymar Morgan outwitted. Williams now comes out on the perimeter. Bobby Mays, double team underneath. Goff. Over the basket, Michigan State ball.
And I don't think that was designed for that particular play. Mays has got to read it, back dribble, and get organized.
Now this is going to be a change that's not for defensive purposes. Goins on, Mays on the bench.
But you don't lose anything for defense either, the way he has been able to rag the dribblers. Lucius has got to set him up to go get it, and he does.
1 minute to go. Goins. Allen. Prince guards him.
Green's got to be active. He's down there with Williams. He's not going to be able to do any damage there.
Jump stop. There's Chisholm. Look at that defense. Morgan gets it back. 7 on the shot clock. Loose ball. Michigan State with a fresh 35. There's only a second difference. Shot clock, play clock.
Yeah, they give it finally, yep.
Wow. State shoots 1 and 1.
Goins got his hand on it, couldn't come up with it. On the miss, everybody looking to jab their guy, and right here Goins got a piece but just could not come up with it.
For the season, 75%. For the afternoon, 3 of 3. Rebound, Hobson. 25 seconds for the win.
He's letting them go.
Chisholm.
inside the Chisholm at some point, I think.
Hobson. Jumper.
A foul.
Foul.
Green attacked. Woo. Okay, nice use of the screen to get that good, clean look. And all year long, he has struggled from that free throw line.
.2, he shoots 2.
Taking a little walk just to get the nerves under control.
Sophomore from Hopkinsville, Kentucky.
59% from the free throw line.
Didn't look all that good last trip here. This one is for the top.
Nylon, totally.
Timeout, and it's a full one. Michigan State.
It's Chevy Truck Month, where it's a great time to get your Chevy Silverado half-ton. It's a Consumer's Digest Best Buy. And its powertrain is backed for 100,000 miles. Chevy, the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road. Now, during Truck Month, qualified buyers can get 0% APR for 60 months on 2010 Silverado half-ton models. It's Truck Month. See your local Chevy dealer.
Keep my bag, not my money. Want an airline you can count on? And grab your bag. It's on.
Scotty Hobson has 1 free throw for the lead. He's from Hopkinsville, Kentucky, as we said. When he signed with Tennessee, he became only the 2nd McDonald's All-American from the state of Kentucky to sign with the Volunteers. The last one prior to him, Allen Houston, who's in the gallery, as they say.
And I've heard the big thing now is if he makes it, what are you going to do if you're Tennessee? They do like to press. I would think you'd keep Corey Lucius away from the ball. Force Green, who's a little slower but effective with the bounce to bring it up. Over the top.
Michigan State has it with 8 seconds to go. We are tied at 69. Here's Draymond Green.
My goodness.
The feed underneath.
And give it to Williams.
And they called the foul with 1.8 left.
They did not get back and identify. Wow. And Green just seasoned this. You can see Williams and Prince. They can give it to either guy. But everybody a little slow. We mentioned Brian Williams, a little fatigued, maybe not as quick a foot getting back.
Raymar Morgan is the only senior starter on this team. He is a captain. And he is perfect at the line this afternoon. He's 5 for 5. Tennessee calls timeout.
So did you hear? Sully got Salesman of the Year.
Yeah, that and $1 get you a cup of coffee. Premium roast coffee. Or breakfast burrito. Or piping hot sausage McMuffin. Or hash browns.
Good for Sully. Introducing McDonald's new $1 menu at breakfast. Try a sausage McMuffin, premium roast coffee, or any of these morning favorites for just $1 each every day. And you'll see why nobody makes breakfast like McDonald's.
You guys hear about Sully?
You hear about Sully?
Tennessee with 2 timeouts left. Michigan State 1. Possession arrow for the Spartans.
And Vern, on this particular one, you got a couple of things you can do. You can inbound it quickly. One quick pass down the floor, get your offense set up at that far end, or throw it to half court with a sort of an exchange, a high-low exchange, timeout if you're Tennessee, and then you may be in position to enter the pass for a turnaround. A decent-looking jump shot.
J.P. Prince, on whom the foul was called, comes over and mentions something to John Cowell, who made the call. Now, a little discussion here with the officials. Now Prince is playing. He's telling John Thompson, I didn't foul him. John here working radio. Raymar Morgan, one more free throw.
And they got timeout, Michigan State.
Well, why don't we watch the end of this?
Great.
When we built our first hybrid, YouTube didn't exist, and Facebook was still run out of a dorm room. When we built our first hybrid, more people had landlines than cell phones, and gas was $1.75 a gallon. And now, while other luxury car makers are building their first hybrids, Lexus hybrids have traveled 5.5 billion miles. And that's quite a head start.
As Bill pointed out, Tennessee does have 2 timeouts remaining. So J.P. Prince looking on, still shaking his head at the call. But you made a point during the timeout. Brian Williams was there.
Yeah, exactly.
If Prince doesn't get the call, Williams will. And Morgan's at the line. 1.8 to go. He's perfect today. Well, he missed it.
That screws him up. How about that? Yeah.
J.P. Prince says, let's go check the clock.
Well, he's doing everything else out here.
Right.
Once it's touched, so they may put a few tenths back up.
Yeah, the clock shows. Yeah, they should have time back on the clock.
6 or 7 even. Can't say enough about the way the games have been officiated.
Right, I agree.
Just right on top of everything. Flawless. Here's what they're looking at, folks. .17 maybe even, huh? Or a late 1-6.
Tom Izzo is trying to give him some help. I'm just thinking back, Bill, to the experiences they settle on how much. A year ago, we saw Scotty Reynolds on the inbounds play, lay up at the buzzer. They won. And who will ever forget 1992? 2.1 seconds to go. This is what they're looking at regular speed. And that, of course, was the Duke-Kentucky inbound play. And they're going to put 1.6 on.
And it's a baseline play.
Right.
And you're locked in position. I would think they'll put a big guy on the ball, and then everybody else make sure that no one beats you deep. So any kind of an exchange, you might see an automatic switch to cover the back, but the guy that's dangerous is the screener coming to the ball. They can also do, as we mentioned, the half court with that one timeout left, to get it in a better position for a catch and shoot. Now, these things have been worked on all year long. Right. They end a lot of practices with this situation.
Well, let's see who they've got. Williams and Hobson, Mays, Chisholm, and Prince.
And they got Chisholm.
I wonder if Christian Leitner's watching this.
I'm sure he is.
And I noticed something else. Delvon Rowe is going to guard the inbound pass.
Yeah, big arms.
.6. They'll get it to J.P. Prince. And he takes it from midcourt. Michigan State is back in the Final Four for the second consecutive year. And take another look at the end of the play. J.P. Prince.
He fumbled it a little bit.
Yes.
They didn't get a clean catch. It didn't get the proper trajectory. And just sort of launched it. Wow. Tough, competitive game. And wishing and hoping. And what a heartbreak. So close. Tom.
Michigan State is back in. Tommy Izzo, he knows the responsibilities. He's been through this drill before. I'm going to come over and talk to my guy Raftery.
Oh,
but
God.
first, they're going to give him times. Michigan State, the 5 seed, will take on Butler in Indianapolis. 2 5s meeting in 1 semi. West Virginia has advanced. They will take on either Duke or Baylor. The Spartans, yet again, find a way. They win it, and they're going to Indy. Greg Gumbel right after this.